This is an area outside of the town of Timpson on the outskirts that I had planned to do a little truck and car repair shop. However, I changed my mind. So I shortened the spur for the home supply business or business supply business, whatever you call it, to the left of here. I built that little shack from some scrap parts that I had laying around. And then searching through some boxes, I found those two City Classic homes before I thought about doing this. And I decided, I think I could do something better there in that spot. And so I built those two homes, added them there. Um, the little shack's going to be, not shack, but the little structure there is going to be a used tire business. The tires are from Jim Tedesco over at Millennium County Railroad. He made those for me and I painted them up. Um, the two houses, I put some 4 millimeter static grass, added some of those background trees back there, little picket fence, and they have mailboxes out front too. That's also courtesy of Jim Tedesco, Millennium County Railroad. So I think this scene looks a little bit better than what I had planned to do in that area. So there you go. Another area I worked on quite a bit is Boo's Country Kitchen and Country Store, and also the area going into H. Brown Lumber. You'll see a better picture of the H. Brown Lumber area coming up here pretty soon as I show you what I did. So we'll begin over here at the entrance to H. Brown Lumber. One of the things I did is I removed the old gravel road I had there. It was quite not to scale, and replaced it with some more to scale gravel and dirt. Used some pan pastels to try and simulate ruts going through. It don't look so good in the picture, but it looks pretty cool in person. Um, what else did I do here? I put some scenery along the front edge there, and I added a fence along the back side of the lumber yard also. Um, have a little bit more fencing I need to get done. If you look between the two sheds there over up at the top left of the photo, you see there, you can see a little gap there. I got to finish doing that. I've already got it painted. I just got to go get it installed. The majority of the scenery products I use is Martin Wellberg and Scenic Express stuff. Scenic Express? No, that's the company. Woodland Scenic stuff. Is that right? I'm losing it. Anyway, um, so that's pretty much what I did for H. Brown. Across the street there, over at Boo's Country Kitchen and Country Store, added that shrubbery along the front edge there. It's from it's called Silhouette. Um, it's something else I can't pronounce. Propylene Balm. I'll put it in the photo in a minute. The red. I also bought yellow that I use in another spot that I'll show you later on. Um, that stuff, the shrubbery's pretty nice, but it comes on these stems, kind of tall stems. They're probably about an inch long. I couldn't figure out how to make that stuff stand up and use it properly, so I cut the stems off and installed the shrubbery, and I like that a lot better along the rows there. Those flowers are also from the same company right there next to the restaurant. Along that back wall there, you can see that I've been starting to add some scenery along the back. I'm still not a fan of spending a lot of money for a backdrop. The other thing I did is I started painting along about an inch or so, inch and a half above the top of where my not scenery, I guess the ground level would be. I just mixed some green, brown, and black paint and just randomly went along the edge there because it looked kind of funny looking through the air, through the scenery and seeing the blue. I'm going to also be adding a lot more trees and stuff along there. I added some, what do you call those things? Tombstones or not tombstones, but those car parking spot things, concrete things. I have some more of them Just got to put them in. Just hadn't done it yet. Built made that sign there for the restaurant and country store. Added some lighting. Um, so that's pretty much what I did for this area. Oh, I did paint those. I painted the lot there. Got to go in and put some striping, so that'll get done here pretty soon. I think that pretty much done does it for this particular area right here. Moving on over to Sap Foods. This is an old picture. I just want to show you a progression here. This picture is probably from January 23. Still had that big oil tank thing in the back. That building up front with the side columns was just something I threw together from Pike stuff um, for unloading hoppers. That hopper right there is actually under a cover that I was going to use for unloading tank cars. But things have changed quite a bit here in January, February 24. This is one of many iterations over the past couple of months. I built another uh, hopper unloading building. It's actually a Pike Stuff engine house that I modified, and you can see I left out a roof section and even built a little second floor thing up there. Moved some silos over to the side there, put a tank there, kind of make it look a little industrious. Um, the tank car unloading area and that other tank there. I want something there to simulate unloading cooking oils. So, and what I have realized was that that setup got there is for loading and not unloading. So that's a change that had to be made. You can see in this photo, I actually painted the that one big tank there uh, to make it look more like stainless steel. I did, and I added a picture there. It used to say Mary's Cheesecake. That is an actual picture from my son's um, mother-in-law. Yeah, she make the most bomb scratch cheesecakes from scratch, man. It was really good, and I had a picture of it. It kind of faded because of the method I use, thinning the paper down and then using the glue on the backside and sort of wrap around the tank and snug, stick nicely to the tank, but it also faded the ink. You can also see I have added some scenery and some gravel to that area. Got rid of the cover, which I forgot to mention in the last little episode there because it wasn't conducive to uncoupling, and start laying out a chain link fence to the business right next to it. I've pretty much settled on this configuration. Um, right now you don't see the unloading tank in this area because it seemed a little bit crowded. I've got to figure out a way of putting a smaller diameter tank in there or coming up with something else. I still want a tank car unloading area there to simulate unloading cooking oils. I also got my chain link fence up. I don't know if you noticed in the sort of the back right there between the two buildings behind the silver tank. That was the old hopper unloading building that used to be up front. I replaced the roof and added roof details, and I put it back there to fill in that. The two silver tanks on the right are actually two tanks from another kit that I built a ladder going up on, and added some piping up top and a crosswalk. Changed the, what else did I do here? You can see I started adding a lot of scenery in front of the office building there, the Sap Foods. Added a little army sign. The one up on the right there is kind of hard for you to see, but it says home of Mama Bertha's cookies. Bertha was my mom, and when my kids were little, they used to love those Keebler Fudge striped cookies, and they called them Mama Bertha's cookies. Um, what else have I done? Oh, along the background there, along the back wall there, continued adding more scenery all the way across around that curve back there. Still a long ways to go, but been adding a lot of stuff back there. Um, You also notice that on the left there's another business that popped up. It's a heating, plumbing, and air conditioning business. Um, I named it after my nephew, who's a Navy fighter pilot. It's Derek Pettit Derek Pettit Company. Heating, I can't even talk. Anyhow, heating, plumbing, and air conditioning. So I added that business in. So I think I'm pretty much settled on the configuration here. I still got to him and haw a little bit about the oil unloading over in that area. So here you get a better look at the front of the Sap Foods. I added that little gravel maintenance road over to the building back there. Static grass, some more shrubbery. That's the yellow version of the other stuff that I couldn't pronounce earlier. Um, some more industrial looking things on the side of the building, a tank and a big AC unit. Um, did some more work, more scenery coming up to the entrance up here to Cho Sweetness. Um, that about does it for this update. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch and leave comments, hit the like button. You know the deal. Hope you guys have a great week.